Can you tell me how do you handle your detection rules in SIEM? In most SOC environments, this is done manually, just inside the rule editor of the SIEM. So we don't have any version control, we don't have testing, we don't have automation, and actually it's something like that. It's all manual. And the best option you can do, maybe we can run some sample logs in our SOC lab, maybe we can have some Word or Excel sheets. What if I tell you that there is a much better solution for this? But first, let me introduce you to our software developer here. I can here now say, hey, we're not software developers, we're not DevOps engineers, we're cybersecurity professionals. Okay, I know, but just let's take a look at this story. Now, this young man is a software developer, and the team is required to add a new feature every time the customer requests it. But they're facing the same the same problem as ours. No testing, everything is automation, no automation, everything is manual. So, there is what we call a user story. In this user story, we can first have a standard to define this feature. So as a rule, I want this to take this action so that I can have this benefit or value. So as a system administrator, I want to create a new user so that I can start assigning him his tasks and job. Now, let's see how are they going to implement this in a better way so that they can avoid this hassle of this manual work. The magic here is the CI/CD. CI/CD stands for Continuous Integration and Continuous Deployment Pipeline. So this is our CI/CD pipeline. So now we are going to develop and push code to get. So first thing, we know about user story. Secondly, we have a central server for our code. So when you, as a developer, you have your own PC or laptop, you develop your code, you test it, you check it, you push it to this server. So you push a copy to the server. So now it's accessible in the project, into this central repository. Later, we'll talk about push, request, and merge. So this code have to pass first through tests that we maintain. And if the tests will be passed, then we can deploy it maybe to another staging server for further testing, then for production. If not, it's going to be back here to the developer so that the developer can fix it. So if we apply these rules to our cybersecurity, let's begin that it's going to be detection as code. So we are going to treat this detection rule just like software. And by the way, this is also applicable for example, a SOAR playbook. So first, instead of the manual editing of the rule in the editor, we're going to write it as a code. Then we push it to our repository. And we have our tests to be passed before we deploy it to either staging or production. And again, if not passed, it will be back here to be fixed. So this is detection as code. We are going to apply the software engineering rules to our cybersecurity rule cases. So here is the legacy approach. You are going to have this rule editor, and then now you can define it maybe in a YAML file. And the YAML file now have a version, and we can store it in our repository, and then we can test it, and if passed, we can deploy it, maybe like QRadar API to deploy it. And if not, if it's gonna be failed, then it's be back here to be fixed. So here is the detection engineering architect flow. We have our firewall, pfSense in this case. It's gonna ingest the logs to QRadar. This is our SOC lab, right? And then we have our detection rule. This GitLab is our new virtual machine that we will be creating. In order to have a repository, the most common is this GitHub. It's cloud, public available, and we have, of course, private subscriptions. But in our case, in the lab, we need everything to be private so that we can preserve our privacy and compliance, as we said before. So we will have our GitLab CE. It's a free edition, community edition. It's free one to install. And so this will be what we are going to add in our lab. So the QRadar have detection rule, and we write our code in form of YAML. So detection rules, we will not going to do it in rule editor. We are going to have a YAML file. And then through this GitLab, we can have our CI/CD pipeline magic to test. And if succeed, we are going to use QRadar API so that we can deploy it to our community edition in the lab. Finally, this offense is going to be newly generated from this CI/CD pipeline. Let's do it.